Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to give you some tips and I'm going to give you some plays to look towards. But before I get into that, definitely like and subscribe to this channel and definitely hit the bell icon to get all the recent updated videos that I send out, because sometimes I see things and I like games and I can tell that there's an injury that you have to definitely get on a number. Say for instance, like I don't know, maybe the Cowboys, that I sent out the video immediately when I see McCaffrey go down with that hamstring injury. And that was just easy money sitting there. So make sure you hit that bell icon, because every time I drop a video, you definitely want to be there. You definitely want to see what I'm seeing or see what I have to say. So you can definitely make the best bet possible. So before we get into it, obviously tonight's game, the Raiders and the Chargers, I do like the +3 for the Raiders. I do like the money line too. Also, I'm going to show you some player props that I was looking at that you definitely might want to look into yourself. So, for instance, right here, Derek Carr, 284 and a half yards. Derek Carr has been averaging 350 plus every game this season he played. And he hasn't been playing against anybody, any lightweight teams. These have been two top 5 defensive teams, or in the top 10 defensive teams this year. You have the Ravens, you have the Steelers, you have the Dolphins. They were all in the top 10 in defense last year. And he played all three of them this year. And they only want 284 and a half passing yards. I'm definitely clicking the over. Single bet that. Definitely click the over. Single bet that. $50 and net you 45, 47. Man, and then looking down here, completions. Look at this. 24 and a half completions. He's been averaging, the lowest game in completions he had was 26. And they're giving you plus 102 in this. So definitely subscribe, hit the like button, and share. Giving you guys easy money. Also, I just want to state for the record, I just want to give you my record for this year. Let me pull it out real fast. Now, I'm not doing this to brag or anything, but the 3 games last week I told you that I was focusing on. First of all, it was the first game that I brought to your attention in the Dallas Cowboys when Christian McCaffrey went down. I gave you that game a week early. Then the other two, the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs, all won. So just to give you a recap of what my record's looking like, I'm 41, 16, and 1 in the first 4 weeks of the NFL. Also, the games I recommended yesterday, I said those were bet at your risk. I just gave you what I was thinking, my opinion on those games, even though I said I'm not betting those. This is a bet cautiously week for me, which I think that's wiggling down to, all right, we're getting ready to get back on the normal pace of NFL things. Only reason because, during this time in the NFL, I noticed that things starts getting a little crazy with the fumbles and what have you. But give you that record, that was 45, 22, and 1. So still over 50% of the season. My last video, I was 7 and 6 in the recommendations and giving my opinion, but I was 3 and 0 for the games that I was really focusing on. To give you that. Just to give you that. So let's get into the games for the week. We have the Rams versus the Seahawks. I like the Rams in this. I feel like they got punched in the mouth this week playing against the Arizona Cardinals, and they definitely are trying to redeem themselves. And Seattle's caught in like a bad position here. So I do like the -1.5. I have the Rams as number 2 in my power rankings. Actually, no, I have them as number 3, right below Tampa Bay. Seattle Seahawks, I have them in position 9 in my power rankings. So I do like the Rams in this. I think the Rams may be 3 points, actually a field goal better than the Seattle Seahawks. Now you have New York Jets and Atlanta Falcons. The Jets won against let's just say against a hurt Titans team. That wasn't really surprising if you actually looked at the injury report. That's why, when I put out the video yesterday, I said, well, I don't know if Julio's playing. I know AJ's week to week. So look at that, because it changes the dynamic of the game and the dynamic of my betting preferences. With one of those receivers in, I feel as though they was going to beat the Jets, which the Jets only beat them by a touchdown. With no receivers in, yeah, the Jets just pulled that one off. Barely. And the Jets somehow found an offense. Interesting. Okay, but I definitely like the Falcons in this one. And the Falcons have to win this one. These are the games the Falcons have to win to save the embarrassment. In all actuality, the Jets, I still think, is one of the worst teams in the league. And if the Falcons lose against the Jets, that means the Falcons is the worst team in the league, other than the Jaguars. And the Jaguars, they're only bad because they got a new head coach and a new quarterback, so they have an excuse. The Falcons don't. So the Falcons definitely have to win this game. I definitely like the 3 and a hook with the Falcons. Next game on the list, we have the Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. I believe this is more of the Carolina Panthers' speed. I do like the 3.5 for the Eagles. The Eagles, they've kind of been, they were balling against the Chiefs. They were balling against the Chiefs. I was watching that game, and Hurts was putting up points, and then the Chiefs' defense isn't that great. I'm going to talk about the Chiefs when I get to the Chiefs. But the Eagles did look good. The Panthers look good. And, again, Sam Darnold, 5 rushing touchdowns on the year. Player props. Anytime touchdown scorer, Sam Darnold. I feel like they both might, Hurts and Donald may go ahead and score a touchdown in this one. A rushing touchdown. Again. So, moving on. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not recommending that, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them have a rushing touchdown. Now, next game on the list, we have the Bucks. Well, we have the Dolphins and the Bucks. 10.5. I think they could get it. Definitely with that quarterback they have right now. Was it Brissett? I believe that's his name. But with him back there at helm, and you have Tom Brady and Antonio Brown, yeah, I'm definitely taking the 10.5 with that. Well, next game. The Saints and the Washington football team. The Saints has been the biggest disappointment this year for me by far. And it's not their fault. They were dealing with Hurricane Ida, and they haven't been home. Now, the Saints are going on a bye week next week, and I feel as though they just want to get this game over, this week over, spend time at home, get things together, get their minds right, and come back and do it. So I don't think their head's going to be into this game. I think they're going to be more focusing on going home and hanging at the house for a week. So the Washington football team is my pick. I feel like they need to, well, I'll probably tease this up. But tell you the truth, I do like the 1.5 from Washington. Heineke has been balling. That pass, Heineke, yeah, he's been balling. Let's just say that. I like the Washington quarterback a lot. He's pretty good. We have the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jags. I'm going to go with the Jags. I'm not sure what injuries Tennessee had, but for some reason, Tennessee hasn't been meshing well. You have Julio. He's had a problem. Obviously, the coach came on here saying Julio's doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff. Julio's hurt. You got Brown that's hurt. And they just lost to the Jets. That's not good. I think the Jags might get their first win here as well. They may get their first win. The Jags been kind of kind of putting up a lot of points lately. They've been in it. They've been playing. So, and then they're hungry. They're looking for their first win. So you give me a hurt football team with a hungry football team who's been improving each week. I like the Jags with the points. Now, if one of the wide receivers, Brown, Julio, come back, obviously it changes the dynamic of the game. It changes. So keep that in mind. This probably might be a game time bet. And I do like Jacksonville leading in the first half. Just throwing that out there. The Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. I like the Vikings. That 7.5 is a little too much for me. Definitely tease this down to maybe 1. And the Lions. Well, I can't make heads or tails of this Lions team. This Lions team is just... But I got the Vikings with this one. I like to tease this down. Actually, you could tease it down maybe... What's a good number for this team? I want to do under 7. I think the Vikings can... Yeah, I'm going to say that. Let's do 6. Let's do 6.5 for the Minnesota Vikings. You know what? No, I like to play it safe. So let's do 2.5 for the Vikings if you get it that low without burning up too much juice. So hold on. We got 360, right? 360 for the Vikings to win straight up. So let's do this. Let me show you a little trick here. See all that juice they're taking? Let's go down to Vikings. Show you a trick. You get the Vikings at 1.5 for 310. A lot cheaper than just saying they're gonna win. And trust me, NFL teams usually win by 3 points on average. So 2.5, 280. So now they're not juicing you for that much, and you can still get a good number rather than straight up bet. So, again, subscribe. Subscribe, all right? Like, people literally will pay for this information, and you're getting it for free. So subscribe, please. Where were we? We were at the Minnesota Vikings and the Lions. We have Pittsburgh and Denver. In all honesty, I really think Pitt needs to win this game. With Teddy Bridgewater out with a concussion, Pitt definitely, this is a good spot for Pitt. They're not really pumping this number up right now. So I think Pitt can pull this game out. You got a experienced QB, because if anybody else is playing QB like Luck, if he's playing QB, this is a game time bet. If Luck is in there at QB, definitely bet the Steelers. And yeah, I might even make this bet. I usually don't bet on my favorite team, but this right here is a good spot for the Steelers to win. A very good spot for them to win, especially if Luck plays. Now, you have the Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I like the Packers. I like the Packers for the 3.5. Packers been hot. I think they found their mojo. I think they're back. They're over here. They can either hit you with the run, they can hit you with the pass, or Aaron Rodgers can discount, double check you, and then all of a sudden you down by 22. Packers. I like the spread here. Let's go with the Patriots and the Texans. This number is kind of high for the Pats. Even though the Texans are one of the worst teams in the league, I feel as though 9 points is pretty solid here for the Texans to cover. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, the Patriots might have them. They might have them by 10 points. So, Patriots might. I do like that 9. So, again, tease this up. If you could tease that up by 6 points, obviously you can definitely. Hold on, let me take one of these out. There you go. Oh, put this back up. There you go. So, tease this up. If you tease that up, you definitely have a shot of covering. Tease this up 6 points. That's 2 scores. I don't think the Pats are that much better than the Houston Texans. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Pats is going to win. But I definitely like Texans with 2 scores. The Bears. One day they get 9 sacks. The other day they beat the crap out of the Lions. A very volatile team. Jeez. Up and down. But I do like the Raiders. The Raiders been hot, been on a winning streak. I just showed you the stats for the Raiders. There's nobody coming close to Derek Carr and what he's doing this year on Chicago Bears. Nobody, as far as passing yards is concerned. And also, the teams the Raiders have faced, this is going to be no different. 5.5 might be a little too much. Get it at 3.5 or whatever. What's the best number you could get without them juicing it so much? And take it from there. Let's see. Let me do you guys this favor. I'll check it out. I'm not trying to make this video. Oh, they don't even have it on there. So, with that being said, I do like the Raiders in that. Money line it, but if you get a better number, I say 2.5, because I like to get behind that key number 3. Definitely do the 2.5 if it's not that much juice, but get the lowest number possible. So you have the Browns and the LA Chargers. So I like the Chargers in this. I'm going to tell you why. The Browns, especially Baker Mayfield, have always struggled with the Chargers. Baker Mayfield has struggled every time he plays the Chargers. And I do like the Chargers with the +1. I definitely want to tease the Chargers up. And then you could get them by a touchdown. But the Chargers, yeah, I mean, it depends tonight. It depends on tonight. If somebody gets hurt, obviously the dynamic has changed. If somebody gets sick, obviously the dynamic has changed. But the Chargers right now, as we speak, is the bet I'm going with. Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. I like the Cowboys. The 7. See, this is why I got this check. But again, that's 300. Definitely go look at what number you could get. 300 point spread. So they won't take that much juice. Again, subscribe. Yeah, I'm sure nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is showing you guys this. And like you could get it behind a field goal for 250. So 280. I mean, come on. You're getting better odds. So yes, I do like the Cowboys in that. I do like them by more than a field goal. So with that being said, let's get back to it. I know I have to speed this up here. We have the Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals is hot. They just smacked the Rams. Yes. Man, the Cardinals are tough. Arizona, not Arizona, but the 49ers are on a bye next week. So I'm sure they're like, all right, let me go ahead, take this break, play against this team. I'm not sure they're going to be bringing all the fire, even though the 49ers did lose against the Seattle Seahawks. But the Arizona Cardinals, I got the Arizona Cardinals on mine as number 1. That's the number 1 team in the NFL right now. And the 49ers is number 11th in my power ranking, so I like the 5.5. 5.5. So I'm taking the Cardinals. The Bills and the Chiefs. I like the points in this. You got the defense, and you have a good offense, and you getting points. Kansas City defense has been struggling. If this game is going to go down to the wire, it's definitely going to go down to the wire. But I do like the +3. I definitely like the +3. Josh Allen has struggled between him and the Chiefs. Every time he played the Chiefs, Josh Allen has struggled. So, again, 3 plus 3. Now the over and under. That's gonna be a tricky one. That's gonna be close too. I don't have an answer for that. The Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. I like the Ravens. The Ravens have been have been a little streaky lately. Again, get the better number. Get the better number at your disposal. You know how to do it. I showed you twice in this video. Get the better number. And those are my picks for the week. So I hope you learned something today. I hope you subscribe. I hope you are excited as I am going into the rest of the football season with a winning record. Like I said, people are literally paying people for picks, and you're getting this for free. All right, guys. I'll catch you next week. I'm going to be putting out another parlay video maybe today or tomorrow. And I'm going to be putting out maybe a prop video, a parlay prop video, and the props that I like for the week that I'm going to do straight bets on. So I have a lot of work to do. Also, I have to do the numbers for the NBA. So my schedule is kind of booked. You guys have fun. You guys make money, and also definitely bet wisely. All right.